Plastic is a problem for the planet. But did you know it's a problem for people too? Over 3 billion people worldwide live in countries without formal waste management. This has created an informal waste-picking economy. In India, almost a third of waste is uncollected. India has an estimated 1.5 million waste pickers that work tirelessly to collect plastic that would otherwise end up in rivers and oceans. Waste pickers are mostly made up of women and men who are vulnerable to poor living and working conditions and volatile prices for the waste they collect.
Most of the pickers, especially women, are all from Dalit community. And Dalit community even till today in a city like Bangalore are discriminated. And what we really want to bring in that change.
It's time to support and celebrate these unsung heroes. That's why we're committed to tackling the plastic crisis differently. Not using plastic is not the answer. If used responsibly, it can be sustainable. So we need to show love for the plastics that we do use.
Plastic over the time has become demonised, but it's an incredibly important resource and we shouldn't ignore it. What we're trying to do is ensure that actually it becomes valued again and is recycled.
With local partners Plastics for Change, Hasirudala and Hasirudala Innovations, we've started using community trade recycled plastic from Bengaluru in our 250ml hair care bottles. Community Trade is our unique, independently verified fair trade programme. It helps our trade partners across the globe gain market access, improve their livelihoods, and invest in social and environmental projects that benefit their communities.
This community trade partnership is very different for us at The Body Shop and it's a new innovation. What we're doing is taking our 30 years experience of working with marginalised groups of people on raw materials and ingredients or artisanal handcrafts and applying the same philosophy but in a new, fresh way.
I started Plastics for Change after a trip through South Asia. I was overwhelmed by all the plastic pollution and poverty. I was convinced that there was a way to tackle both these problems together. The Body Shop is the first brand that we're working with, and I'm so excited to see where this can lead for both people and planet. Plastics for Change and Hasirudala work closely with the waste pickers and the stakeholders within the supply chain to make sure that the waste pickers are getting a fair market price.
Our community trade partnership is not just designed to provide fair and regular income to waste pickers, but it's also designed to remove plastic from the environment before it becomes a pollution issue.
The waste pickers we support collect plastic door to door and from the streets, and sell it to waste segregation centres and scrap shops where it's bought for a fair price. Here, trained workers sort and segregate the plastics by hand. It's then compressed into bales, exported to Europe, thoroughly cleaned, converted into granules, recycled back into bottles, filled with our nature-inspired formulas and put on our shelves. Our 250ml hair care bottles are made out of 100% recycled plastic, with 15% community trade recycled plastic excluding our bottle caps. Over time, we aim to increase the amount of community trade recycled plastic we use in these bottles and our packaging.
Working with our partners here in India, we are supporting the mission to improve the livelihoods and social standing of waste pickers. Providing regular income means that people here can now afford better healthcare. They will be able to increase the education opportunities for their children and also continue to lobby for recognition under formal government sector.
Community trade of Body Shop has brought in the predictability of income for the waste pickers. It has a lot of scope where waste pickers can say this is the amount of money I get and I can plan it. Whereas in the market, the fluctuation of prices are not giving them the basics that they need to get.
Help empower people and fight for the planet, one bottle at a time. We know we've got a long way to go. This is just the start.